If you have some use cases that are not covered by the base system, you can also implement your own custom code to be executed with gameplay effects. For example, if you have a mind control ability that you need to rewire the character controller input to the entity that you're going to control, or if you want to have some custom processing, like for example, here we have a custom damage calculation. It basically gets the attributes that we want, minimum damage, maximum, calculates the damage, see if it's a critical. If it is, apply it to the modifier value and then return the modifier. This init function here is just to cache the variables so we don't have to fetch them every time. It works fine without it, we just lose a little bit of performance. To implement your custom calculation, all you have to do is extend the base gameplay effect calculation, which basically is just an execute function that returns modifiers. If you want to have your calculation also accessible with the editor, we need to make a scriptable object wrapper for it. Here is the wrapper for my damage calculation. It basically assigns the calc variable to a new damage calculation. This is the base scriptable object calculation. It just has a calc in it. Once you have that, you can come here, create gas, and create a scriptable object for your calculation. Here I already have one. I already have my damage calculation. Let's use that. We have the gameplay effect damage. We want to just put our custom damage calculation in it for it, and whenever we apply that gameplay effect, the calculation is going to execute and apply the modifiers that we want and run the code that we wrote for it. For example, here we are applying some damage based on some attributes. You can see that each one took a different amount of damage because the calculation is being executed individually for each ability system component. This goes to show how flexible the system can be if you need it, while also having the base functionality. You need to implement a bunch of abilities already.